George Lucas.
I've heard of him.
He is visiting the Mandalorian set. Did you see that? I
did.
know it's not. There's really nothing to look into. I just look at it as very cool.
There's a lot to look into.
I figured you would go.
There's
here,
a lot to look
It's
into.
really go.
And it's going to cause a stink, and that's fine.
Just so I know, has he already visited, and that's how this, or he is planning
he's been visiting
on
a
visiting?
lot.
Okay.
So you got to remember this. Dave Filoni has a lot to do with this show. Okay, him and Favreau are pretty tight, and they are now working with Lucas, as far as Lucas being on set. George Lucas and Dave Filoni worked together all of the time.
Yeah.
On the Clone Wars series. People didn't realize right away that they thought Lucas was just calling in, giving his notes. He was in that writer's room all of the time. He taught Dave Filoni everything he knew. Dave Filoni was Lucas's guy. So Favreau has also struck up a great relationship with George Lucas. George Lucas, for the most part, has been disconnected from the movies. He's visited the sets. He's visited Solo. He visited Rogue One. I don't think he was on any of the Saga ones, from what I heard. I might be wrong, but I remember him being on Rogue One and Solo. I think he's going to have a lot more as far as they're going to ask him to be a little bit more involved in regards to story points. And this is the thing I've always said about George Lucas. He's one of the greatest storytellers. He's an atrocious screenwriter. Atrocious. Sorry. Guy cannot write dialogue to save his life anymore. And
You can write this shit, George. You can't say it.
But he's a great storyteller. I mean, amazing storyteller. And why wouldn't you want more of the thoughts, the mythologies, and Filoni talking to him about him being on set? Because this also makes me think George Lucas was very, very involved in the TV series.
13.
Well, that's the video game.
Was that the video game?
The TV
Okay.
series was the show that they were going to do, that Ronald E. Moore was going to do.
Yeah.
And it was in between. It was during that time when the Sith had just ended in like 2005, as they were talking about it. Like 100 of these things that were written, and Lucas was going to be like spearheading it.
Yeah.
Where was it supposed to be?
You mean where were they supposed to film it? Or
No. Where was it supposed to land?
It was like the underground, like the
she
criminal
means
underground.
Disney or
Yeah.
There was no one had gotten it yet. They didn't know if there was rumors it would go to HBO. There was rumors it would land on ABC. There was rumors it would go all over the place. There was nothing. Just that they were working on this show. I know people who were in there wrote scripts for it. So he's wanted to do television for a very long time, and him and Filoni are very close. So this won't be the last time you see him on set.
And that makes you excited because of his storytelling abilities.
This makes me excited because of the relationship he has with Filoni and the stories that I saw them produce on Clone Wars together, and the things that I know that he can do, that I've seen him do in television. I don't want him writing a script. I don't. I mean, I would like to just hear. I want more philosophies.
How do you think George Lucas would do in Star Wars Schmoedown?
How would he actually do? It's a great question.
God,
I don't know. I don't know how he would do.
I feel like he wouldn't do well.
I mean, I don't know, because the thing is too, it just depends. It depends on where it lands, because there's a lot of new stuff too. I think Filoni would crush. I think
Filoni would crush it.
Pablo Hidalgo would crush. I really got to try to work with Lucasfilm and see if I can get those guys to do a Schmoedown at Celebration. Like,
Pablo would be fantastic.
I gotta try.
It's just like, is it possibly beneficial for them though because it gives them the opportunity to look like
silly.
morons.
But I would put him up against. I wouldn't put him up against like fans. I put him up against each other. Like Filoni, like Filoni versus Hidalgo.
Yeah.
To me that's a marquee matchup. And then whoever wins. Sam Witwer versus Filoni versus Hidalgo.
Would be great.
That would be great. But anyway, this is a great story. This is a great. A lot of people are probably just going to say, of course, he's just showing up. He's Star Wars. He shows up. It's a nice photo op. I think there's more to this.
I think there's more to it as well. I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
so.
George Lucas wants to be involved in television. He's wanted to for a long time. And this is his way to do it, to still do it on his property. And it's Bobby Moynihan. And let me if I'm Filoni, and especially this time period. Perfect. Get Lucas's ideas of what was going on. Like, what do you think was going on right after Return of the Jedi, leading up to? What do you know about the
geeking out now.
Mandalorians? Right?
This
You
is
see what I'm saying?
great.
Like,
This is
imagine
great.
you're John Favreau and you're Filoni, and Lucas joins. He's like, let's go out to dinner, let's go out to lunch, whatever it is. I'm going to hang out on the set for the next couple of days.
We're going to shoot the shit. What would you think, George?
What do you
would
think?
you do?
Yeah. Where are the Jedi right now? Well, I would think maybe you probably ought to do this. Great. You know, and
He's thinking, oh, well, there's a Jedi that actually is hiding out there. His name is Jim.
I'm all
Jim the Jedi.
Jim the Jedi.
Jedi.
I'm all for it, man. So
Yeah.
I think I'm curious what the audience thinks. Go ahead. #Collider Live.